everyone, welcome to another video. This video is the advanced version of my previous video, which was Google hacking for beginners, and this video is about Google hacking for penetration testers. In this video, we are going to see how we can use this trick of Google hacking in your penetration testing. I'm sure you will learn a lot and enjoy this video. Let's get started. Just a quick recap before we proceed. We all know that Google hacking is also known as Google Dorking, and it's a way of finding information which you are usually not able to find from your normal search query. Google Dorking makes use of advanced search techniques and get you the information which is usually not shown to you during your normal search. So now, how can we use this for penetration testing? Okay, first, what are the docs that we have already covered? We covered in title, we covered site, we covered a file, and then we covered in text where we saw how we can find passwords also on Google via docking. But my piece of advice is to use, like, searching for something is a different thing, but and making or misusing it is a different thing. So like if you are finding something, you're finding the email ID and its password, then kindly refrain from using it because that's illegal. Okay, now like we have already covered, we have one more doc known as the in URL, and then we have all in URL. Similarly, we have all in title. So let's see how to use them and what's the difference between them. Suppose I want to search for uh, in title, and then I want to search for those like web pages which are talking about a chicken burger or chicken burger recipes. So I'll do chicken burger recipes. Okay, then I'll get some results. Okay, I'm getting these many results. Okay, let me duplicate this tab, and instead of in title, let me use all in title. Can you see the difference now? I've got only 9 results, whereas in this case I got these many results. So the difference between in title and all in title is that in title search for chicken burger and recipes in title, whereas all in title looks for all these 3 words in title. So that's the difference, and that's why we are getting less number of results. Okay, so like how can we use this in our penetration testing? Okay, we can like if we want to search more about a client or about the target, then we can get the target name in title, or we can give the target name over here in all in title, and something like for example sample application is that what we are doing the VAPT for, or we are doing the penetration testing for. Then it will give us results where exactly sample application, which is our target application, is being talked about, or like it's there in the title. Okay, uh, we also covered one doc file. Okay, but there's another variant of it which is known as the ext. What does ext do? Ext is similar to file, and suppose I want to search for PDF. By the way, in this way we can give multiple extensions or multiple file types. ppt doc. Okay, let me give some more information to it. What is this information needed for? PHP. No, not PHP. Let me call this a Java. Okay. Okay. So here I have got PPT, and then there's a doc, and it again seems to be doc. Uh, it is again a doc file, again a doc file, slides, which means it's a PPT, slideshow, again it is a PPT. So in this way we can give like a combination of extensions or combination of file types for our search result. Okay. Now suppose another use of extension for penetration testing. You are searching for in uh, okay in URL it's PHP, okay, and ID is equal to this, ID is equal to 1. Okay, now in text I'm saying that it's warning. So in this way I can get the targets which are vulnerable to SQL injection. For example, and again, this video is just for educational purpose. My intent is not to hack someone. I'm just showing to you that how a misconfiguration can lead to errors which might attract attackers because you are vulnerable to a particular vulnerability. So this particular site is vulnerable to SQL injection, and we were able to find it with the help of this job. Now I can even mention my target application, and if there is any page which is vulnerable like to SQL injection, I will be able to get through this query. Now if I have WordPress admin, like my application that I'm testing is based on WordPress, so and I want to find the admin page of it, I can. So I'll just type this in URL WP admin, and I'll give my sample application, and like it will give me any WP admin page if there is any. So you can see this URL is talking about how WordPress admin panel was hacked, defaced, redirecting. So like if somehow your WP admin panel page is found by this method and somehow there's a vulnerability or it can be hacked, then you're gone. Okay. We all are aware about github.com, where people can like share their codes. It's a repository, code repository, and I can even search for files in it. uh, in I want to search for file, what should I call it? uh, okay, let's say, okay, these are the some payload files. Let's ignore them. Okay, and this is not what I'm looking for. What I'm looking for is password.txt. What can be the possible words with which developers might be saving their files? Okay, let's say credentials.txt. So these are the credentials files which are present there on the GitHub, and they can be misused by anyone if these are the genuine credentials. Okay. I want to search for some site where I want to know whether the directory listing is enabled or not. So I'll do this in title, uh, index of. So these all are the repository where directory listing is enabled. The directory listing basically enabling is left by mistake by the developers, and somehow if it is there, then I can get my hands on some of the files which are not meant to be public. Okay. Okay, let's see. We have etc directory. Let's see if I am able to find some result with this. Uh, okay, in title, index of. Okay, let's see. Okay, I have this admin.password. Please don't download this file. It's just this video is again and again I'm telling you for educational purpose. I'm just sharing the knowledge, and I just want to tell you that how misconfiguration by the developers can lead to hacking. Okay. Now we have in title, basically Outlook provides its webmail services. Now I'm searching for the login interface of Outlook web application, and okay, all these are the all these are your login interface for Outlook web application. Uh, Remember, we also covered this this exploit DB. In this, we have GHDB, Google Hacking Database. Here also, I can search, for example, Outlook web app. So this is the doc which was used, and I have already submitted it to GHDB. Now Jenkins dashboard. Let's see what this Google Doc gives us. Okay, so I am into the Jenkins of a particular user, and here I can also see that the credentials are uh, accessible. That's pretty bad, and it should not be like that. It should not be like that. I'm gonna report it to them, and let's see and ask them to get it fixed. Okay, then similarly, I want to search for uh, MD files all in URL. Then it's their admin, and the file that I'm looking for is MD. It's a GitHub directory, and md.admin.md file probably is present in them, and that's why I'm getting it over here. So the sole purpose was to tell you that when developers are developing something and they are uploading it on GitHub, then by mistake they also upload files which they should not do. And then when a hackers come and they get to know about this file, they can misuse it and cause damage to the application. So we as a penetration tester should make sure no such information is available on GitHub or any other repository or anywhere on the internet. Even we have this, as I gave you an example of pastebin.com. Probably some developer pasted a piece of code and shared it with their friends. So now that piece of code might be containing API keys or any credentials that can lead to access to their application on which they are working on. So that's why, I mean, you should use Google Docking when you're doing penetration testing. And along with that, just remember to add the name of your target application, else it will be of completely no use. Like sample application that you are testing, along with all the docs that I gave you, the example that I gave you, or you can search for some other docs from this GHDB, and but make sure you add your target name or your application that you are testing here. Then only you will be getting the relevant results. So that's all for now. Probably if I find something new, I'll be coming back and making another video on Google Docking and how to use it for penetration testing. Till then, thank you and goodbye.